Millville, Atlantic City, a Town Square media station serving all of South Jersey.
The following program is paid for by The Locker Room with Billy Schweim. The opinions expressed are not those of Town Square Media or station advertisers.
Set, red 83!
To the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schweim.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schweim.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the locker room with Billy Schweim, former Kansas City Chief wide receiver Dave Klemic, Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, and our own Josh Hennig. Of course, Josh from Hanging with Hennig and the locker room are combined here in Seattle City for the Make the World Better Pickleball Tournament. Connor Barwin sponsors it. It's a great cause. We're down here in Seattle at the pickleball and tennis courts. And it's a beautiful day. The sun's coming out, Dave Klemic.
Well, you know I'm caffeinated, activated, ready to roll. Let's go, guys. This is going to be fun.
Of course, last night I was out with PJ and Nick, Mr. Negadelphia.
Oh, that's why you were late today.
Yeah, I wasn't that late. But, well, no, because I stopped to get everybody orange juice at Blitz's. How about that?
Blitz's in Ocean City.
Blitz's in Ocean City.
Thank you.
But PJ, Nick, and I went to the NHL draft last night, the Flyers draft party at the Hard Rock. It was a good time, PJ.
I was surprised at the turnout. There was a lot of people.
We got up there, they said it was sold out.
Said no more tickets. Yeah,
I had to pull some strings.
He
Dave.
did.
Yeah, I
he
know.
did.
PJ's, Mr. Negadelphia, is pretty good at pulling some strings. I've seen him pull some Houdini acts over the years.
Yeah, but last night it was Billy.
Oh, you did
I had to
it.
pull my weight.
Yeah.
Josh Hennig, you set this whole thing up. Jesse Randell runs this tournament for Connor, and we were here last year.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, so we've kind of talked about it a little bit last week. We talked about it again. So Make the World Better Foundation, Connor Barwin started over a decade ago when he joined the Philadelphia Eagles, guys. And basically the idea is they go around and they improve, parks, rec centers. Like they help the community, in ways that is beneficial for everyone, right? And so Jesse Rendell, you might recognize that name. He's the son of the great Ed Rendell, right? Former mayor, former governor.
Sure, yeah.
And Jesse's the executive director. He's been incredibly helpful to get us out here. We want to thank Seattle Spiked Iced Tea. They got the tent over us right now. And, of course, the great thing about the Seattle Spiked Iced Tea, Billy, is that guess what?
What?
Low calories, real sugar, gluten-free. It's pretty good.
That's what I should be drinking.
So they got the tent over us right now, so we wanted to thank them for that. And
We also want to thank Manco and Manco Pizza of Ocean City, McCann Realtors of Seattle City, 4111 Landis Avenue in Seattle City.
Yep.
Bob's Grill in Ocean City. They've been there for decades, serving breakfast and lunch, the best one on the boardwalk.
I love it there. I go there all
man.
the time. Yep.
And
But you don't go into the ocean.
No, never in the ocean. But I like to look at it from their place. You know what I mean?
don't get me started.
For
with
those
Mr.
of you guys that
Negadelphia.
don't understand that inside joke, PJ lives on the ocean and he doesn't go
in
in
both
it.
Florida and Ocean
and
City.
he doesn't go in his
and
pool.
He doesn't go swimming in the ocean.
Yeah, okay.
There's
Or a
sharks in
pool.
there. There's sharks in there. Guys.
There's sharks in there?
Yes, there's sharks in there.
Didn't know that.
Well, now you know. Now you know. Yeah.
So last night we were at the NHL draft, part of the Flyers draft party. Wednesday and Thursday was the NBA draft. And, of course, there'll be a lot of Eagles here supporting Connor Barwin in his effort to make the world a better place pickleball tournament in Seattle City.
Billy, I got to ask you, as you were at the Flyers event last night, so, how do you feel coming out of the draft
Well,
last night?
you know I'm smiling. You know why I'm smiling, right?
Why are you smiling?
Watch this, PJ. What's my mantra, Josh, what's my mantra?
Who's Jay?
I don't know.
Big people beat up little people.
That's right.
He knows this better. I've been saying it for like 13 years now.
Yeah.
Yep.
And guess what? They
They're
got some
big.
big people last night.
Yeah.
Well, to me, I thought the first pick was better than the second one. I don't know how you felt, Bill. I mean, you were in the building last night, so I'm sure you got some feedback from some of the people up there.
I don't know. PJ, Mr. Negadelphia, the crowd went nuts with that first pick. And you know what was really cool? Charles Barkley read off the first pick.
Yes,
That was cool.
And that was really cool. The whole crowd went nuts.
That was cool. Yeah, I like how we traded up. I think that was exciting to be at the draft, watch him do that. Now, whether it's going to pan out or not, we'll see. But
So the first pick is, it's going to probably take him time to develop. Nesmith was the second pick that they traded with the Pittsburgh Penguins.
very interesting.
That's very interesting because you're dealing with your trade with someone within your conference, an arch rival, basically.
Yeah.
Dave, let me ask you a question, because when you played for the Chiefs, if the Chiefs and the Broncos made a trade on draft day, would you be looking sideways like, what the heck is going on over here?
Yeah, because we were in our conference.
Right.
You got to play against the guy. It's a weird thing because sometimes like there's a lot of reciprocity between the Eagles and the Chiefs because their organizations were both.
But they're
run by
not in the same
people.
division. That's
Right.
different.
But there's like if you're in division, it's bad. That's why the Saquon Barkley thing was so bad. Remember on like Hard Knocks, you're like, oh please don't go to the Eagles. Please don't go to the Eagles. And it, like,
Went to the Eagles.
Whoa, oh my gosh! Look what that did.
And then, of course, during the week, the Philadelphia Phillies, they go to Houston. And I wrote in my article for 97.3ESPN.com that I do each and every Friday, and Josh edits it and posts it for me, how the NHL and NBA draft has distracted us from that performance in Houston. Dave, I mean, the Phillies go out there, they don't score a run in 26 and 2/3 innings, and then they go to Atlanta last night while we were at the draft, and boom, they blow up and score, 11, 12, 13 runs last night.
It blew up last night, yeah. Everything else was non-existent up until that point.
13-0 win for the Phillies against the Braves, and I guess, does that make everything better?
I wish they could have spread it out between a few games. It would have been better. You know what I mean? Instead of all at once, but yeah.
So, Dave, right now the NFL players are on a 5-week break before they go to training camp. What are most players doing right now? Are they resting their bodies? Or are they still working out and still preparing for camp?
Well, I was a different. What I did. So you have OTAs.
Oh,
And
you
I
did extra workout. That's what Mike Gill
OTAs
said.
is called organized team activities, if you didn't know that. So organized team activities are like not practices, but they are. So you finish those, and then you have this gap between your training camp. And then a lot of people just kind of go home and hang out. I stayed in Kansas City for my first year, and I stayed there, and I worked out like an animal.
Well,
But
what
you
does
do what you want.
What does Mike Gill call you? Extra workout?
Oh, yeah.
Extra
ET,
conditioning.
Extra conditioning. EC. Yeah, because I used to be late for practice all the time, leaving, like probably had detention for being late for school, which then made me late for practice. Yeah, I'd ride my bike or run all the way from my house in Summers Point to mainland.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So that's how you got the workout.
Yeah, man.
So we'll touch base. We'll talk about it all today. We'll talk some Phillies baseball. Obviously, we'll talk about the Sixers and what they did. I know, Mr. Negadelphia, your spin. I don't know how you feel about the Sixers draft. I really ask you to rate it on a scale from 1 to 10.
I mean, listen, I like our picks. Now we just got to figure out what Embiid's going to do next year and how they're going to work together. If he's even going to play, what I'm saying.
That's the big question.
It's a big. He takes up a lot of salary. You know what I mean? So.
And Daryl Morey said that he's been working out. That Embiid's been rehabbing and doing everything that is necessary to start the season on time. Remember last year he started the season on the bench. He was hurt.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time since we've seen Embiid really play a full season. It's been a long, long time, yeah.
I like what
been a long time, man.
A couple weeks ago, PJ said, why don't we just give him a partial salary because he's a part-time worker?
I think we should.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I mean, I think how much you participate is what you get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That'll
Different
never happen.
contract.
So an incentive-laden contract.
Yeah, I think it should
Right?
be something like that. Or we could just pronounce him injured and
You
get
know
him
that'll
off.
never happen, right?
I don't know. I mean, yeah.
No.
We could hope.
Because the players want guaranteed contracts. The owners want incentive contracts. So they typically split it down the middle. It's usually like half and half. So, for example, Billy, remember when Jalen Hurts signed his contract? 6 years, $248.
Yeah.
But then you find out later, it was only 180 guaranteed.
Right. Yeah.
So it's almost like 100 less actually that he can actually make.
But, I mean, right now, I don't feel bad about Jalen Kyle. I feel great about it. I want him to get that money. I think he deserves it. He's done a great job for the team and our organization, and I love having him on the team, and I've always been very positive about that. I've never said
What? Jalen Hurts?
Well, wait a second.
I have receipts.
Right, yeah. Not only that, PJ, Mr. Negadelphia, when Jalen Hurts became the MVP of the Super Bowl, bought everybody Jalen Hurts jerseys, and we made a bet that we have to wear them every weekend throughout the football season. And we can't be critical of him.
I have mine with me.
Listen, if Embiid brings us an
here's
NBA
the-
championship, I'll get everybody a Embiid jersey. All
Here's
right,
the thing, Dave, you don't have to wear it because you were not as critical of Jalen Hurts as Mr. Negadelphia
Well, I
over
was
here.
never critical. As
You
a matter of
love-
fact,
exactly.
We have a mutual.
So this is not as much on you.
Yeah.
This is a PJ and a Billy thing.
The coach that coached me, Chip Smith, he said, he goes, this is Jalen Hurts in a nutshell, right? He has had 4 different coordinators in 5 different years, or whatever,
Correct.
right?
That's true, yeah.
Now, and even in college, he had different coordinators every single year.
Yep.
So he is the Swiss Army knife that can fit any organization, any coordinator. Versus you have to have a certain coordinator work with a certain quarterback. He can fit them all. So in Coach Chip Smith, who you met, he said the guy's Swiss Army knife. He can play in any scenario, and he's going to succeed. So that's what he's done. And that's maybe the new quarterback with the coaching carousel. I don't know.
So we got it all covered for the locker room, and then, of course, hanging with Hennig from after our show, right immediately following the locker room with Billy Schweim. We'll be hanging with Hennig from 12 to 3. So
with my orange juice from Blitz's Market. in Ocean
let's
City.
all top of the morning.
Cheers.
Guys.
Cheers,
courtesy of Dave and Joe Newman there at Blitz's Markets. 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. Go down to Blitz's when you buy a bottle of When you buy a bottle of the orange juice, you get a free 97.3 ESPN locker room cup in both white and green.
Oh, that's great.
They're limited. Get down there as fast as you can. They're actually awesome. PJ's
And we have cups
handsome
we're giving
faces
away
on
here
there.
too today. Come on down and visit us. We'll give you a cup.
Billy, what else do you have going on today in the locker room?
So today we're going to be, Mr. Negadelphia is here. We always hear from him every Saturday at 11 a.m. But we'll hear from him all throughout the show.
That's right.
And then at the bottom of the second hour, it's the Beach Patrol Report brought to you by McCann Realtors of Sea Isle City, 4111 Landis Avenue in Sea Isle. For rental and sales, call 609-263-7422 or go online to McCannRealtors.com, where you can also keep up with all the South Jersey lifeguarding news and racing schedules. And by the Ocean City Beach Patrol Lifeguard Alumni Association, this summer honoring all lifeguards with 25 years or more of service in Ocean City, reminding you to be safe and swim near a lifeguard. It's the Locker Room with Billy Schweim. First hour is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process, from contract signing for the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with over 20 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office at 609-399-1227. Now, I do want to tell you about McCann Appraisers for all your real estate.
Sea Isle City's own McCann.
Yeah.
Builders, appraisers, and realtors.
For all your real estate appraisal needs, call John A. McCann and Associates, 609-263-7422, whether for commercial or residential properties, for estate tax, financial planning, divorce financing, and more. The professionals at John A. McCann and Associates are licensed and ready to assist you. Give them a call anytime at 609-263-7422. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker with Billy Schweim as we broadcast live from the Connor Barwin Make the World Better Pickleball Tournament right here in Sea Isle City.
Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman.
If a person is on a date, is it proper protocol that if one person gets their food first, they have to wait for the other person?
Yes.
I tend
because
to
if
agree.
you're on a date, you're trying to make a good impression. You don't want it to be that you're selfish and you're not considerate of the other person. Because that's what you're doing if you eat before their food gets there.
Wake up weekday mornings with Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman on 97.3 ESPN.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hi there, this is the Negadelphian from the locker room, and I might be negative about our Philly sports teams, but one thing I'm positive about is Elisa's shoes. Are you looking for the perfect pair of shoes? Then step into Elisa's shoe store on Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey, where style meets comfort. From trendy sandals or everyday sneakers or an elegant heels for a night out, they've got it all. Their friendly team is there to help you find the perfect fit, no matter what the occasion. That's Elisa's Shoes at Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey. Go to elisashoes.com or call 609-391-8859. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Looking to shine this summer? It's the event you've been waiting for. Robert's Fine Jewelers in Northfield is holding their annual half-off sale next week, July 8th through the 12th. For 1 week only, everything in the entire store will be half off. That's right, half off stunning diamond rings, diamond necklaces, diamond earrings, and so much more. For 5 days only, treat yourself or someone special to timeless luxury at unbeatable prices. Only at Robert's Fine Jewelers. Shop with interest-free financing. Robert's Fine Jewelers. When it's half off, it goes fast. RobertsFineJewelers.com.
Thy ticket, Lady Jennifer of Coolidge.
Well, many thanks, good sir. Here'th my Discover card.
They accept Discover at Renaissance fairs?
Yeah, they do here. Discover is accepted at the places I love to shop. Getteth with the times.
With the times? You're playing the lute.
Yeah, and it sounds pretty good, right?
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
It's the construction reduction sales event all month long at Matt Black Kia. Right now, put zero down with 1.9% APR for 60 months on every new 2025 Kia Sportage or Sorento in stock. Plus, we want your trade, any make, any model, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. We'll even lower your current car payment or give you 2 years of free maintenance on any new Kia. That's lower payments, more peace of mind, and free maintenance at MattBlackKia.com. It's gotta be a Matt Black Kia. Call 215-703-8526 for details.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live in Seattle City for the Connor Barwin Make the World Better Pickleball Tournament. Right here with former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Klemic. Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda is here, and of course, hanging with Hennig. Josh Hennig is here as we're getting ready for this big tournament. A lot of the players will be rolling in around 11:30. Josh, what time? The tournament starts at 12.
Yeah, the tournament starts at 12. So for those who don't know the breakdown of the event, so they have different divisions, Bill. So it's like advanced, intermediate, beginner, all that kind of good stuff.
Didn't Jake Elliott win last year?
So Jake Elliott and Bo Allen were the tandem that won the advanced division last year. So there's a lot of speculation that Jake is going to come back. We haven't been fully confirmed yet, but there is a rumor out there that Jake wants to defend his title. So, but it's one of those deals where for those who have never been here, it's kind of like a surprise.
Right.
You know, when people come out, like I remember last year, we didn't even know Bo was coming out last year, and he just walked over. Then he cursed on the radio, so that was always fun.
Pretty funny. All right, let's talk a little bit about our Philadelphia Phillies, because last night they beat the Braves 13-0. But prior to that, they go to Houston and they can't even get out of their own way. They go 26 2/3 innings without even scoring a run, and they just waste 3 golden opportunities from the starting pitching staff. I think they combined all 3 starts. The starters were 0-2 with a 1.37 ERA, and they lost all 3 games.
I mean, you'll talk to Nick, and the guys will say our bullpen, it's so important. We can't win games if we don't hit the ball. We don't get anybody in, it's not going to work.
You know, there was a report out, Josh, I don't know if you're aware of this, but Nick Earnshaw back in the studio, we were talking about this last night, that the right fielder, what's his name? Max Kepler.
Max Kepler, yeah.
He's not happy, Josh, because
no, he's not.
He's not happy because when you are a free agent and when the general manager of the team promises you something, and then you get there and then they don't deliver on the promise, you know, they promise him being an everyday player, and he's not now. Albeit, I know his batting average he hasn't hit the ball well. He's about 213, 217.
He's hitting horrible, Bill.
But he's only played 3 games against lefties.
Well, first of all, he played 3 games against lefties.
That's not enough, Josh.
And he didn't play that well, okay?
But you can't, in baseball, you can't go 3 games, you're not doing your job, you got to sit.
See, here's the problem with this argument I have. I think Kepler needs to be taken aside and scolded.
See,
because
I
you
disagree.
don't take that to the media. You go to the GM, you go to the manager and say, I need to talk to you guys. Why are you airing dirty laundry out?
How do you know he hasn't already done that? Maybe he felt he had no other avenue to travel.
He's a 10-year veteran. He should be more mature about it. He's acting like a child. I was promised. I deserve.
Boy.
I'm owed.
So let's
I'm
tee
with
it up.
Josh on this.
You know what? Let's tee it up for Dave as a former player. If a coach or the front office promises you a certain job title and then you don't deliver in the early going, they bench you. How would you feel about that?
I would. Well, you don't.
Because, wait, I want to say this too. I get where Josh is coming from, Mr. Negadelphia.
Yeah.
That you got to perform and you got to produce.
Sure.
Right. And if you're not doing it, but in baseball, you can't give somebody 3 games and say, "Oh, you're not producing, you're out."
But that's you're skewing the stat there because he has 3 games started against left-handed pitching.
That's right.
He has still played 60-some other games.
Right.
You know, you're making it sound like he hasn't played the entire year.
I think it's a legitimate beef, don't you, Dave?
Well, like I get a case in point, but I mean, like we had Larry Johnson, a first-round draft pick.
Right.
He got benched for Priest Holmes. Like he was like, "Oh, I'm going to come in and take Priest Holmes'
Right.
job." No, you're not. You're not taking Priest Holmes' job. But anyway, he took it to the media, and that's when we show up, and everybody has a newspaper on your desk, first meeting, and then you're like, "Okay, let's discuss this," and put it in front of everybody. You don't talk about your teammates like that.
Right.
You don't.
Okay.
You say it right to the coach. Do not go to the media. I totally disagree with that.
So I can see Mr. Negadelphia. I can see both sides of this. I can.
There are. I've always been pretty much against the players not having a big social media presence, not doing it because
I think that's wise.
Yeah, I think it more harm than good, right? If they're going to use it as a great platform to do positive things, that's great. I'd applaud them. But most of them, they're on there either complaining, not happy about something, trying to attract attention to things that really aren't a benefit to the team. They should probably make some regulatory.
And of course, the MLB All-Star voting is in full swing, and the Phillies have like 3 guys, but they're like 3rd, 4th place. They don't have anybody in the top 2.
No, they're not going to have any starters this year. I feel pretty comfortable saying that.
They're one of the best teams in baseball.
Well, you know, you look at their numbers, though. There's really only the All-Stars on this team are not the hitters.
Right.
Aside from Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah.
The All-Stars are the pitchers, and you can't vote for pitchers, which I think is a dumb rule anyway.
Right.
That would be like going to football and saying, "Hey, Dave, we're going to vote for everybody but the wide receivers."
Or the quarterback.
Right.
Or the quarterback. Yeah, it's a big
right.
part.
So it's like it's so weird, but like the Phillies are going to have All-Stars. They're going to have Wheeler. They're going to have Sanchez, and I mean Luzardo. I don't know, but like Schwarber, he'll probably get in, but they just won't be starters. Now the question is, speaking of starters, Bill, the Phillies. Their starting staff has been carrying this team.
Yeah, they're one of the best in baseball.
So how do we balance, and PJ, you can jump in as well, how do we balance between, hey, Dave Dombrowski, good job of building the rotation, and, hey, Dave Dombrowski, the lineup is not good enough?
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like we've had a lot of inconsistencies, right? Like sometimes we feel great about it, and everybody's happy with the scenario. And like we did last night, I'm sure everybody was happy to watch that game. And then earlier in the week, you watch them, and it's like a totally different team. It's like you're not even watching the same guys.
Hey, guys, I want to tell you about Good Vibe Rides. There's a new rage sweeping the Jersey Shore cruise around town in style. No gas, no stress, just pure fun. Catch the good vibes. It's Good Vibe Rides golf carts. Go to goodviberides.com, pick out a cart of your choice, and they'll deliver it right to your door. And they deliver
Whoa. You see, if you're in Ocean City riding around, you see Billy Schweim. He's much more safe on this thing than he is on his bike. If you remember last year,
my
Billy
gosh,
fell off his bike, got hit by a car. Got hit by a car. So everyone should be much happier seeing him.
Ironically, that happened to me 20 years ago in Ocean City too. I was driving down 9th Street and I got hit by a car.
Like I grew up on my bike down here at the Jersey Shore, and like when I got hit, it affected me. I'm like, how did I get hit by a car?
But shows your resiliency,
Were you
dude.
in the wrong, though? Were you in the wrong? Did you cut a corner or something? Like, what happened?
I was alley hopping.
Oh.
And it was a pizza delivery driver that got me. I don't think he was watching me.
Oh, that makes it worse.
He was all jacked up on Mac and Manco.
No, he wasn't from Mac and Manco. That's what I was going to say. Mac and Manco's driver's not going to hit Billy. It's somebody else.
All those other irresponsible drivers.
Yeah, because you picked them as a sponsor, and they're like, kill him, get him.
And of course, Manco and Manco in Ocean City is a great sponsor of our show today. So is McCann Realtors of Seattle City, and Blitz's Markets here at the Bob's Grill in Ocean City. And my daughter loves Bob's Grill. We go down there and we get the pole position right on so you see everybody walking by.
It's a classic. You get to see, people watch. It's great, man.
I'm sorry. We're getting smoked by greenheads, by the way.
Are you getting
yeah, absolutely smoked.
Yeah. You put the
Jalen Hurts jersey on my legs. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
just
sensitive.
a little taste of South Jersey. You got to come. They come with the greenheads. Oh my gosh.
Let me ask you guys a question about the Phillies.
Please do.
We have a lot of holes in this lineup.
Yes.
So if you're Dombrowski, like where do you go first? I mean, you need a right-handed bat. You need an outfielder with a right-handed bat possibly. You need a lot of bullpen help. Where do you go?
Yeah, we need help to get this team together, and I don't know if they have anybody in mind or what you would do to kind of adjust things, but I feel like when they're in a good rhythm, they look great and there's no issues. And then there's other games where you just see them struggling the whole time. It's actually tough to watch when you see them not hitting the ball. There's some of the worst baseball games you can watch. They're just slow, and you don't you need some excitement in there, somebody to spark it. And normally Harper's our guy for that.
PJ, let me ask you a question. Are you down on Dave Dombrowski? I still think
I am.
It's the players, man. I don't know.
It's not easy to win a championship. That's why those parades are so big.
That
being said, everybody's so critical. I mean, what Tommy Green comes on my show each and every Sunday. We go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Green, brought to you by Blitz's Market of Ocean City, and every week he says the same thing to me.
Don't worry about it.
I'm going to talk you off the ledge, Billy. He said, Don't get too emotional. It's a long season. But when you see the performance they had in Houston, it's tough not to be emotional and want to point the finger at somebody.
I do agree with Tommy in the idea that, last year we came out hot and everybody was expecting us to just flow through the playoffs like it was nothing. And we obviously, that's not the turnout that we got. But I think it's a very, you get in a good rhythm. There's that momentum that you can gain. You just want to gain it as you're going into the playoffs, right? So if we can get in a rhythm as we're going into the playoffs at the end of the season.
So that's a good point because, if I can interject here, your timing of when your wins are coming in is also important.
Right.
Preseason now doesn't mean anything football.
So you're in the camp that it's better to have a slow start and finish hot than vice versa.
Yeah, because the dynamic of the entire season can change. You'll see batting percentages change as the season goes. The weather changes, left-handed pitchers, all that, and you start to find that data points later, and then you can start to go, okay, what's working, and then. If you haven't built, like I said, the front office is front office is organizational, and the players have to do their thing, but then they have to organize those things for the playoffs. It's completely different seasons. It's like two different.
The word for this is, you guys, patience, and it's hard. Especially when you see their performance lackluster. I mean, Trey Turner, ball goes I know he went to his left, but it's a ball he should have, and they didn't even give him an error until the next day.
I'm gonna subvert the Mr. Negadelphia here for a minute because let me have my moment here.
Yeah.
Major League Baseball not giving errors to players anymore is one of the biggest, softest, pathetic jokes in the sports world. Trey Turner should have 5 more errors.
At least.
Nick Castellanos should have 5 more errors. But instead, we got to use analytics like defensive wins above replacement and defensive range percentage in order to tell these guys, hey, you're not good at your job.
Yeah.
Instead of just being able to look, error, because the players are like, we don't want errors on our resume. It might hurt us in our contract negotiations. Well, maybe if you're a professional athlete, you should be better at doing your job. Billy, if I came out here and I didn't have the equipment set up right, you would say, Josh, what's wrong?
You wouldn't get paid.
Exactly.
You know what? It's funny. We would have in the same thing. We would get fines for drops and stuff like that. So you would you wouldn't really do this in the season, but if you get your hand on it, if you could touch the ball and you dropped it, is a fine. But if you didn't touch the ball, so you almost slow down so you don't get the fine. It's a tough catch. Slow it down. I don't want to touch it, and then I'm going to get a fine. So it's like the incentive to kind of fudge, not get near the ball, or kind of like, not touch it and not create an error is like weird. It's not like it's not a very good way to incentivize performance.
So on the 28th of June, the Phillies are 48-34. They're on pace to win 95 games if they continue on their pace,
which is not a bad. I mean, that's a good record.
But Josh, real quick before we go to break, there's only going to be one team coming out of the East. So you got to have to win this division.
It's going to be tight
because the West Coast
for the wild
card. That's where it's going to come out.
Yeah.
All right, we're broadcasting live at Seattle City for the Connor Barwin's Make the World Better Pickleball Tournament. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with over 20 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office, 609-399-1227. Now, I want to tell you about La Scala's Beach House. It opened 2 summers ago in Brigantine to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian, American, and seafood favorites, just like your grandmom used to make. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza and their daily specials. Eat in or take out at La Scala's. They're located at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. And, of course, they're opening up La Scala's in the ocean, Mr. Negadelphia. Ocean Casino.
Oh, okay.
Rob La Scala's new spot. So get down to La Scala's. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schweim, Dave Klemic, Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, and Josh Hennig right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free Train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call Lenigan, again and again. Call Lenigan, again and again.
Hi, this is former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Klemic. Are you looking for the ultimate spot to go catch the big game? Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township is your home for great food, cold drinks, and non-stop sports action. Whether it's an NFL, MLB, NBA, or NHL game, they've got all the action on their big screen TVs, plus one in every booth. Sink your teeth into their famous wings, juicy burgers, thin crust pizza, and signature stromboli. Thirsty? They've got ice cold beers on tap and handcrafted cocktails that keep you refreshed. So bring your crew, grab a seat, and feel the energy at Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township. It's where sports fans go to win. Tell them Dave Klemic sent you.
Tax season at Tom's River Volkswagen means we're paying the sales tax. Yeah, we've got over 1,000 vehicles on sale and we're paying the sales tax. Tell that nasty old tax man to go straight to Tom's River Volkswagen or Tom'sRiverVW.com because we're paying the sales tax.
Hi, this is Billy Schwein from the locker room. Pro Image Sports is proud to announce the opening of their brand new Ocean City Boardwalk store, located between 8th and 9th Street. They carry a huge selection of men's, women's, and kids' jerseys, clothing, headwear, and novelties from brands like Nike, New Era, Mitchell & Ness, and 47 brand. If you're looking for Phillies, Eagles, Flyers, or Sixers gear, or your favorite national team, Pro Image Sports has it all. For more information, stop by today or follow them online at fantreasures.com or on Instagram at ProImageOC. Tell them the locker room sent you.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition.
and talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
4th of July savings are here at the Home Depot, so it's time to get your grilling on. Pick up the Traeger Pro Series 22 pellet grill and smoker, now on special buy for $389, was $549. Smoke a rack of ribs or bake an apple pie, this grill is versatile enough to do it all. This summer, no matter how you like your steaks, your barbecues are guaranteed to be well done. Celebrate 4th of July with fast free delivery on select grills right now at the Home Depot. Subject to availability.
It's the construction reduction sales event all month long at Matt Black Kia. Right now, put 0 down with 1.9% APR for 60 months on every new 2025 Kia Sportage or Sorento in stock. Plus, we want your trade, any make, any model, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. We'll even lower your current car payment or give you 2 years of free maintenance on any new Kia. That's lower payments, more peace of mind, and free maintenance at MattBlackKia.com. It's gotta be a Matt Black Kia. Call 215-703-8526 for details.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from Sea Isle City for the Connor Barwin Make the World Better Pickleball Tournament. Billy Schweim, former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Klemic, Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, and, of course, Josh Hennig, as we're broadcasting live here for the Pickleball Tournament. Our broadcast is sponsored by the good people at Manco and Manco Pizza, the best pizza on the Ocean City Boardwalk. Bob's Grill, serving breakfast and lunch for decades there. It's a landmark. Of course, Shriver's in Ocean City, best saltwater taffy around, and McCann Realtors of Sea Isle City.
And, of course, we got a great 10 over us today. We want to say thank you to Sea Isle Spiked Iced Tea Vodka. Listen, what's great about Sea Isle Iced Tea Vodka is it's real tea leaves, no artificial sweetener, absolutely no bubbles, because no one wants to choke when they're drinking, right? And then it's also gluten-free and only 5% ABV. So, PJ, you don't have to worry about getting blasted, by drinking one.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank God.
Can I double down on Shriver's? By the way, I got engaged on the rooftop of Shriver's.
Really?
Yep.
I remember
that.
Did you really?
Yes, and also,
PJ was there.
if you ask Blue at Shriver's, he'll give you a tour of the back end where these machines are from like the 1930s, and he'll give you a tour on how the development of the saltwater taffy. Don't tell him I said it, because he doesn't want to do all that.
He just told the whole world.
Well,
go ahead.
We want to thank our sponsors, because without them we wouldn't be here. So thanks to our sponsors, and of course at the bottom of the hour, second hour, we'll have the Beach Patrol report. Former captain of the Sea Isle City Beach Patrol, Tom McCann, will be joining us, and he's written a book. I think it might even be on the bestsellers list. Oh, wow. But he wrote a book about all the beach patrols from Brigantine to Cape May and the history of that.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that's pretty cool. Then we'll be talking with the captain of the Ventnor City Beach Patrol, David Funk, who's a legendary rower in South Jersey.
I went to school with them.
You know the Funk family, right, Dave?
Great athletes.
Dave Funk. The Funk family, PJ, I don't know if you know about this, but they've won numerous South Jersey titles, Margate Memorials, Dutch Hoffmans. They were great rowers.
Identical twin brothers. Yeah.
Are they good dancers?
I'm sure they are.
Funk. All right, I got you. I just got that.
Oh, I just got
wow,
that.
That was a delayed reaction. Jeez.
All right, let's turn our attentions to the Philadelphia 76ers. Josh, I'm going to start with you. Give me a grade, 10 being the best job that they did, 1 being the worst. Where do you rank the picks at the Sixers?
9.
9.
Because, first of all, they got 2 guys who make sense. They didn't draft some, remember, we went 3 straight years with drafting a big man,
right.
Philadelphia. This is an organization that has been run by some pretty dense people in the past, okay? And I can't say Daryl Morey's gotten every move right. I can't say that. But VJ Edgecombe and Janai Broom fit a specific need. And if you watch the NBA Finals, and a lot of people didn't because you saw the ratings, but if you watch the NBA Finals, those are the kind of players, Edgecombe and Broom, that fit what won an NBA championship for OKC. You got to build around your star players. You can't have duplicitous players. So at some point, what does Edgecombe love to do? He loves to play defense. What does Broom like to do? Block shots and get rebounds. What was the biggest problem we had last year, Billy?
Defense.
Thank you.
Yo, for those people that don't know what duplicitous mean, because I know a lot of you probably don't know what it means. Not me. What does duplicitous mean? Just not for me though.
It's repetitive. It's redundant. Okay. It's a copycat.
That was great.
See, Josh is in a library. He's a human library.
PJ, I know you're negative on Embiid. And
yeah, can you be negative about this?
I don't know that you're any more positive about Paul George. I think you got those guys that they can walk down the aisle together. But it looks like the NBA, the mindset's going small.
I think that fast, speed,
yes, right. Fast and athletic.
Yes,
yep.
athletic ability. Yes,
good point.
Absolutely. Yeah,
what about Wembanyama on San Antonio?
He's a unicorn. He's a freak.
How are you going to stop him if we don't have Embiid?
It's called elbows, Billy.
Well, we got to learn how to stop him with him because Embiid's not going to be there all the time.
Exactly, and that's why he drafted a guy like Janai Broom.
By the way, did you hear what Charles Barkley said?
What, last night at the draft?
That was classic. Dave's going to love this. When they asked Charles Barkley, by the way, and I was told by Rick Tockett had told me 2 weeks in advance that he was going to be doing the #1 pick for the Flyers. But what he said prior to making that first pick was priceless, Dave Klemic. He said he loves ice hockey because they don't have load management. Those guys, like Keith Kachuk, he tore something off his a bone. What was his injury?
So he tore his adductor muscle off the bone.
He had a hernia on the same side of his body.
So Dave,
and he played through it.
So Dave, Mr. Klemic's performance method in Egg Harbor Township. Tell me, okay, when a guy tears his adductor off the bone, and he has a sports hernia, but he still plays in the Stanley Cup Finals.
Yeah, they gave him this concoction of pain medication. So, because technically, if it's off the bone, you can't actually leverage it. It can't work. So, I mean, but you can actually. Human beings are great improvisers, right? Especially athletes, and they can improvise and kind of not use one muscle. So it's true. Like,
yeah, but how about
you can still play.
Paul George, he missed 2 months because he broke his pinky finger on his non-shooting hand.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're talking night and day as far as playing through as far as playing through things.
I mean, didn't Jim Otto have like 74 surgeries or something like that?
I mean, I could have played with tendonitis. The only one thing a receiver can't play with is a pulled hamstring.
Right,
you could do almost everything else. Yeah. You can't play with a pulled hamstring. So, and maybe it's like that. Like a basketball player needs to dribble off. I don't know. I don't play basketball.
Well, Mr. Negadelphia, what should the Sixers do? Should they move on, try one more year with this combination of Embiid, Paul George, Maxey, and now their 2 new draft picks?
I mean, the reality of it is we're not going to be able to trade them for anything. Like, you're not going to get anything for a beat. You're not going to get
cheaper to keep them.
Cheaper to keep them. Yeah, I think they're at that point where now they just got to commit to it. They got another year doing this. Yeah, no, we have to. I mean, unless we can somehow medically get him off the payroll, that's the only way we're going to get out of it,
We're broadcasting live at the Connor Barwood Make the World Better Place Pickleball Tournament in Sea Isle City. Come on down. The tournament, I believe, starts at noon, but you got to come register, right, Josh, at 11?
Well, so here's the deal. So the registration for pickleball is already packed up.
Oh.
But so the way what we're doing here, though, is we're still promoting the fact that people have other opportunities to support the organization, the Make the World Better Foundation. And, of course, they're going to have a event right after the pickleball tournament is done over at Dockside here in Sea Isle.
Okay.
And they're going to have opportunities for you to raffle, all kinds of great opportunities. And, of course, there's going to be other former Eagle players aside from Connor Barwin out here today. So, basically, today's opportunity for people to come out here and support the organization, support the people who are supporting the organization. And then they have the after party right after the pickleball tournament is done today. So, the pickleball tournament is right now scheduled from 12 to 3 p.m., so while I'm still on, Billy, the activities will be going on. And then right afterward, they'll be heading over to Dockside, right over there on Park Road.
Now, Dave Klemic, you do Klemic Performance Method.
Yes.
You train guys, young athletes, guys and gals, to reach their potential in physical, like jumping and running and things like that. I got a needle in my knee yesterday. I'm going to be able to play pickleball. But I got a cortisone shot because I'm getting ready for knee replacement surgery.
Well,
so I need to get me back in shape.
I think I got you, bro. You know what? I think it gets that 40 time down to under 2 days or something.
You know what I ran a 40 in college?
Give it to me.
4.7, which is not fast, but back then it was.
Yeah, I mean for a sundial, that's pretty accurate. We had 4 So one thing we do at Klemic Performance Method is we electronically test everyone. In the beginning, it was called a gait analysis, and then at the end, we train you for like 12 weeks, and then at the end, we compare the scores, and you usually see, this is kind of cool, about 2.5 mile per hour increase in your max velocity, about 4 to 6 inches on your vertical leap. We've seen much higher. And then overall, your quantifiable athleticism is really up by 24%. So
and that's what the Sixers' goal is: athleticism, defense. Obviously, they're not going for the big guy. Let's face it, Embiid's 7'2". He's going to get hurt because he's got all that weight bearing on it. He's so big.
The guy standing there, you're going, he's a ticking time bomb. Right. You can't. 7'2", as athletic as he is. There's so many shearing forces on the knees and on the ankles and everything. It's a miracle that he's still that healthy.
Well, if you're going to be that big, you got to eat right. You got to exercise. And I don't know that Embiid has got the most regimented.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, my buddies have caught him at McDonald's at 2 a.m. before.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
What is it with
Really?
Absolutely. Yep.
I never understood that. Like, Dave, can you help me with this as a former professional athlete? What is with the pro athletes and the fast food obsessions? There's so many of them.
I think when your metabolism is that fast, it doesn't matter what you eat, you'll burn it up anyway.
Michael Phelps, when he was he was.
But that's different.
But he was eating like 6,000 calories a day.
But he has to, because he's swimming. So when you're putting that much output physically.
Yeah, but look at him. When you look at Phelps and you look at
Embiid,
take their shirts off and look at them. You tell me that they look the same. I mean, Phelps is in good shape.
But Phelps is doing a level of conditioning that Joel Embiid would die in 5 minutes.
He would drown in that pool.
People forget, okay? And let me put my NASM certified nutritionist hat on here for a second. I am a certified nutritionist, for those who don't know. Food is supposed to be fuel. It's not supposed to be just for pleasure.
Right.
The idea is that we have an entire society that has been told, eat because it tastes good, not because it's good for you.
Right.
And so the problem is that you have all these athletes that are getting bad advice, or they're not listening to the good advice, because Michael Phelps, the reason why he could eat 6,000 and 9,000 calories a day, because he wasn't eating McDonald's.
Right.
He was eating like ribeye steaks. He was eating porterhouse steaks. He was eating real food. Like, there was that one funny video at the Olympics where, like, you saw that they caught Phelps behind the scenes. He was, like, stuffing his face with, like, lettuce and carrots. And it's like, well, but when you hear 6,000 to 9,000 calories, what are you thinking of? You're not thinking of just big steaks.
Right. Yeah, well, all the fast food is full of salt. It's just salted like crazy.
And it's retention.
Bloating
It's
and
retention.
inflammation. So it's terrible for you.
All right, we're broadcasting live at the Connor Barwin Make the World Better Pickleball Tournament. Come on over and get a 97.3 ESPN Locker Room Cup. We have both in green and white. Come on over and get them. The second hour of the Locker Room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, developers, attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shortest center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with over 20 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office, 609-399-1227. Now, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. Were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. When we return, we'll wrap up hour number 1. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Dave Klemic, Mr. Negadelphia, P.J. Corda, and Josh Hennig right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Coming up on the next edition of the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. Coming up on Monday's show, we'll look back at the Phillies weekend down in Atlanta against the Braves. We'll start to look ahead to Sixers free agency, plus all the Eagles news you need during football at 4. We got all that and more. It's all coming up on a great Monday show here on the Sports Bash.
The Sports Bash, weekdays from 2 to 6 p.m. on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
The Point is your destination for a tropical oasis at the Jersey Shore. Now with 3 locations on the bay in Summers Point, at 43rd off the boardwalk in Sea Isle City, and our newest location right in the heart of Wildwood on Ocean Ave. The Point has the best food and drink specials with their famous Tiki Bar, plus The Point features live music at all 3 locations 7 days a week and is always family friendly. For more information, check out The Point on Facebook and visit them at dothepoint.com.
Do you want to get in shape and feel great and look better on the beach? At Local Gym and Fitness, located at 908 Asbury Avenue, you can accomplish your goal. 4 local guys with a passion and experience in fitness wanted to open a gym that delivers a quality, hospitable, clean, and friendly environment. Don't be intimidated. Be a local. Local Gym has the best equipment around, with 4 fully loaded Olympic and CrossFit platforms, Jacob's ladders, Stairmasters, bikes, and ergs. Local Gym and Fitness provides quality trainers to lend their expertise with all your training needs. They're open 7 days a week. Memberships are affordable, so be a local at Local Gym and Fitness. Call them today at 609-545-8732 or go online at localgymandfitness.com. I'll see you there.
4th of July savings are here at the Home Depot with up to 40% off, plus up to an extra $600 off select appliances with free delivery like GE Profile. Simplify your routine with GE Profile appliances, from refrigerators with autofill pitchers and multiple dispensing options to all-in-one washer-dryer combos that can wash and dry a full load in under 2 hours. Shop 4th of July savings on top brand appliances now at the Home Depot. Free delivery on appliance purchases of $396 or more. Offer valid June 18th through July 9th. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
Looking for the ultimate sports bar experience? Welcome to Ventnor Social, Down Beach's newest upscale sports bar. Watch every play on 27 big screen TVs with a state-of-the-art sound system that puts you right in the action. Grab a cold drink, savor American eats and fresh seafood, and don't miss their unbeatable lunch, happy hour, and dinner specials. Enjoy live music on the open-air deck, an arcade for the family downstairs, and video games that will level up your night. Ventnor Social on Ventnor Avenue. Visit their Facebook page for up-to-date info and specials.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from Sea Isle City, the Connor Barwin Make the World Better Pickleball Tournament. Right here in Sea Isle City, Billy Schweim, former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Klemic, Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, and Josh Hennig, of course. Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda is sponsored by the Vassar Pool Service. Not happy with your pool people? Call Vassar Pool Service, 609-204-6939. They've been in business for over 30 years, covering all of South Jersey. Ask for Dragon. Tell them the boys in the locker room sent you. That's the Vassar Pool Service. And by the way, if you can hear us, come on, get a cup. We got 97.3 ESPN locker room cups. You come on over here, get a cup, and say hi to us.
Yeah, and get to watch these guys play some pickleball.
Yeah,
it's going to be great.
And last year was a lot of fun. There was a lot of people here, and you could just feel the momentum build.
Yeah, if you would like Mr. Negadelphia to come over there and make fun of you on your pickleball aspirations, he'll come over and do it. He was hoping so badly that we would be on the court.
Did you guys play pickleball?
No,
Dude, you got to in Florida.
Well, you got to do something if you're not going in the ocean.
Yeah, well, I was going to do tennis, but I figured less running.
Less running. It's warm out. Do you go outside or you stay inside, play video games?
Yeah, not a lot of outside activities.
He's got a boat. He's got a boat.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you go? How often do you go on your boat?
He can't drive the boat.
I don't know how to drive it. But I'm
he likes to
learn.
look at it.
He's like Donald Sutherland in Kelly's Heroes.
I just got it. I don't know.
I don't know what makes him work. I just ride it.
Somebody's got to drive me around.
Hey, are the Sixers good in the video game at least?
No. I never pick them. I never pick them.
Are they good in the video game? That's great.
Come on down, get a cup, get a 97.3 ESPN locker room cup. Got to have yourself a cup. Go Birds. Of course, some players are going to be coming down here. Some former and current players.
For sure.
Yep, absolutely. And it's always a surprise every year. So it's just kind of like, gotta keep stay tuned to 97.3 ESPN because, people are just going to keep wandering through. I mean, by the way, the number of random people I've already seen today, because I used to live here in Sea Isle, is absolutely bonkers. Like the number of, Billy doesn't care. Billy didn't live in Sea Isle. But like Sea Isle is a very unique community because everybody kind of knows each other. It's a very like Cheers-esque environment to the town. So it's like once you know one person, you probably know everybody kind of deal. So
well, the vibe here is great. I can tell you there's a lot of energy here for sure. I mean, these people are here to play. You can tell it's going to get competitive.
The Philadelphia Flyers had a good showing last night, Mr. Negadelphia. We were there. So, always people say nobody wants to talk Flyers hockey. You saw the crowd there last night. That was unbelievable.
I was super surprised, impressed. I think they handled it a great way where instead of having like the players all at one facility do it, they did it so that each had their own part. Yeah. I think they should do this every year. I think it was a great turnout.
And this is a segue to my guest, Mike. I'm having the chief executive officer of Comcast Spectacor and the governor of the Philadelphia Flyers,
tomorrow.
Dan Hilferty, will be on my show tomorrow at 11 a.m.
No, that's going to be big. Yeah.
And you saw him sit with you saw Danny Briere, Keith Jones, Dan Hilferty with huge smiles on their face last night.
Oh, yeah. They seemed happy with their decisions.
Speaking of Flyers, I have yesterday Dennis Seidenberg, the ex-Flyer, called me. And he said, hey, can you work with my son Breaker this summer? He's
Is that his name, Breaker?
Breaker Seidenberg, yeah. So I worked with Dennis for 7 years prior to him retiring with the Islanders. But he said, you know what? I said, what are you doing for Night in Venice? We're going to do a thing. And we got a crew of.
I didn't get a chance to talk to Rick last night because I thought we'd see him. We didn't get a chance to see him. But we're going to set that up. Hopefully we'll be able to get what's the name of your boat, PJ?
Živeli. It's a Serbian name. It's so it's my partner's boat, and we kind of share it now. And he'll probably be driving it because I can't operate it.
But neither can he, by the way. It's all like computer operated. But
that's dangerous.
But Dennis said, Dennis, why don't you come out with us for you know Dennis?
Yeah.
We will come out with us on Night in Venice, so he might be joining us.
Well, I think the theme of this Night in Venice is Philadelphia sports teams.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So Philadelphia champions.
Philadelphia champions.
So like but it's not just Philadelphia sports. It's like teams in South Jersey that won like state titles.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like Ocean City High School, their titles, stuff like that. So the theme. I wrote a whole article, which obviously Billy didn't read in 97.3 ESPN.com about it.
We should probably have Chuck.
Well,
Smith
guess
on.
what? See, I don't feel so bad because last night I asked PJ and Nick Earnshaw when we were at the Jet. Hey, did you guys? I sent you the article. Did you guys read it? They both went simultaneously. No.
It was a busy day. We got to it.
Hour 1 is in the books. Come get it. 97.3 ESPN Locker Room Cup. It's a free one if you come down and say hi. We're broadcasting live in the Connor Barwin Make the World Better Pickleball Tournament. And it's starting to get a little
Getting busy.
A little activity up here. On the other side, we'll continue with our sports talk, and then we'll have the Beach Patrol report brought to you by McCann Realtors of Sea Isle City and the OCBP Lifeguard Alumni Association. We'll talk with former captain of the Sea Isle City Beach Patrol, Tom McCann, about his book and his career. And then, of course, we'll talk with captain of the Ventnor City Beach Patrol, David Funk. You're listening to The Locker with Billy Schwein, Dave Klemic, P.J. Corda, and Josh Hennig right here on 97.
You'll have a very good time. The Greater Hamilton Chamber of Commerce, in conjunction with AMI Atlanticare, presents the Red, White, and Blueberry Festival, Sunday, June 29th in Hamilton, the blueberry capital of the world. Over 1 million blueberries in every shape and form. Pies, bagels, buckle, cannoli, ice cream, and more. Live music from Stealing Savannah and DJ Nikki G. Great food, crafters, the Cruising Classics car show, and bring the little ones to the Kids Fun Zone. Sunday, June 29th, Hamilton High School grounds, just off Route 30 in Hamilton. Free admission, follow signs to free festival parking. Brought to you in part by AMI Atlanticare, NJM Insurance Group, Rockman Orthopedic, Serve Protein Fabiani, Archer and Griner Attorneys at Law, C&J Automotive and Tire, D'Amico Travel, Crescent Service, Glossy Fruit Farms, and the Hamilton Gazette. Red, White, and Blueberry Festival, Sunday, June 29th in Hamilton. You'll have a very good time.
Progressive knows if you have to choose between everyday life and your RV, RV wins.
What, are you going to take the RV to the lake or clean out your closet? RV wins! Putting the dishes away or taking the RV camping? RV wins! Cleaning the fridge or taking a trip to the beach? RV wins!
You might want to clean the fridge real quick because, mold.
We clean out the fridge, then take the RV out.
With Progressive, you can bundle your RV with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings in your RV. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states and situations.
Hey, if you have ugly yellow toe fungus, you gotta hear about the secret 2-minute trick that I found for my husband. It works from both the inside and the outside. Thousands of people are using it to get rid of their toe fungus. You can check it out at crystalflesh.com. Jake started off with a small spot on his big toe and then it spread and got really bad. His toes were nasty. It was so embarrassing. He was afraid to take his socks off. He hid his yellow and crumbly toes from everyone. He tried everything to get rid of it. Nothing helped. And then we found crystalflesh.com. It was the only thing that worked. In just a few weeks, his toes looked amazing. He's now walking around barefoot again. You guys need to try this. I'm telling you, this stuff is different. It's not sold in stores, but go check it out at crystalflesh.com. They'll even let you try it risk-free so you have nothing to lose. But whatever you do, don't let it get worse. You don't have to live with this anymore. Go check it out now. Just click over to crystalflesh.com.
97.3 ESPN has teamed up with Seize the Deal for incredible weekly offers from some fantastic local restaurants. Here's this week's big deal.
Get a $50 gift card for just $25 to the Birdcage on Atlantic Avenue in Atlantic City.
We're open every day but Tuesday. Come dine with us. For reservations, visit birdcageac.com. The Birdcage, where love wins.
This great deal is on sale now at seizethedeal.com.
SeizeTheDeal.com. Home of the Sports Bash with Mike Gill, 97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City.
To the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Put me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from Seattle City for the Connor Barwin Make the World Better Pickleball Tournament right here in Seattle City. The tournament starts at 12 noon, I guess, Josh?
Yep, it's 12 noon. Registration is starting right now. Now, they're already registered. Everybody's out here already. But the great news is you can still come out here, support the foundation. They have the great raffle giveaway going on, 4 o'clock at Dockside over on Park Road in Seattle. And, of course, it's one of those who's who events, and we found one of those who's who's joining us at the table.
I want to also thank our sponsors, Bob's Grill in Ocean City, Manco and Manco Pizza, McCann Realtors of Seattle City, and the great Shrivers Saltwater Taffies. And we do have a great guest. We're watching all the celebrities walk around, and we see Ashlyn Sullivan from NBC Sports Philadelphia. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm very excited. I've practiced a lot, as in 2 days. So we'll see how this goes.
So you got your outfit on. You look good.
Thank you.
You know they say if you look good, you play.
You feel good. It's
good.
Myself and Taryn Hatcher are teammates. I feel with Taryn's height of 5'10", she's going to approach the net. I'm going to be clean up in the back. And I feel like we have a really good strategy.
Yeah, have a great strategy.
So I wanted to ask you, because you said it's you and Taryn, so who's the better athlete of you two?
Taryn for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Taryn played soccer her whole life. I'm just here for a nice time. But Taryn and I did practice this week, so I feel good about it. That's why Taryn's at the net, and I'm here to clean anything up. Any mistakes, which there won't be many, I think.
And of course, there'll be a few current and former Eagles here today, and this is going to be a really popular thing. It's the second year they've done this.
Third year they've done it. Yeah. Second year we've been here, third year they've done it.
Very cool. Well, Connor Barwin, one is an awesome guy, two does great work, and I'm really excited. It's a very unique. It's been a week of charities here at Sea Isle between the beach bash and everything else.
I was going to ask you, you've had a busy week.
I sure have.
Because
a fun one though.
Jason Kelsey's event this week. You're up and down from Philadelphia down here. Tell the audience what the week has been like for you.
Yes, so Wednesday was, it's changed. It used to be Jason Kelsey's Beach Bash. Now it's Jason Kelsey's Shorebirds, but It is by far, it's my favorite work event to cover all year long. I mean, to the point where I thought it's more fun than an NFC Championship game. Like it is, it's so fun, and I love seeing all the Eagles fans turn out. And I think it's the coolest thing. We know these guys are great people, right? But to see them interact and see them just be normal, and interact, and their families are there and they're having a couple beers, like it's the coolest thing in the world.
So, Ashley, you get to see these guys on a professional level, but on a personal level too.
Yeah, big time.
You get to know them. And that's exciting in and of itself, that you get to see how they are off TV, off camera.
Yeah, and I think that's what's the coolest thing with fans is like how often can you have a beer with Jason Kelsey and kick it back? Like it's the coolest thing in the world.
That's awesome.
Charity, yes, we should be raising money, but why can't we have fun at the same time doing it?
And we saw you last night at the Flyers draft party at the Hard Rock. We were there last night. It was a great time. I thought they did a really great job with it.
I was very impressed. It was a party. It was a celebration. I thought it was so cool. Kind of the fans' first chance to be with Rick Talkin. I saw him mingling, and Dan Hilferty. And I think the coolest thing about the Flyers organization is, one, they have the opportunity, but how often do you see Dan Hilferty in the stands shaking hands? And I always think the Flyers do such a great job of that, of putting faces to names and trying to grow the brands. Like, they do it better than any team I've ever covered, of bringing people in and saying, hey, we appreciate you. And I think fans really appreciate that message as well.
Ashton, how do you like being in Philadelphia and covering this city sports team?
Oh, I love it. It's
gotta be great.
It'll be 3 years in December. And born and raised from Florida, it was a huge transition at first. Like I really had to adapt. It's so different. I had to stop taking things personal, car words, curse words. Like I'd cry once a week and be like, "Oh my God, I don't know if I can make it." And then one day it just clicked, and I think it helped going through the Eagles playoff run and all of that. Like just seeing that, I think I just got so blessed and lucky that we're seeing the success with these teams when I've been here. It's been interview people, and she does have an ability to get deeper than just the basic questions. You know what I mean?
Very personal.
Yeah, very personal.
Yeah.
And now we're going to welcome into the locker room. Everybody knows this guy. I can't believe he got a start here in South Jersey. NBC Sports Philadelphia, the one and only John Clark.
Good to see you again. Good to see you. My favorite place to be. South Jersey, the Jersey Shore. Started at NBC 40 in Linwood, New Jersey. So, great spot.
Hey, you're playing today, right?
I'm going to try to play.
Who's your teammate?
My teammate is Joe. He's a fellow 6'5" center. So that's our whole thing. We haven't played pickleball much at all, but we're just going to stand up there with our wingspan and not let any balls by us. That's our whole game plan, is just intimidate with our height, because that's all we got.
Well, I wish I could play, but I'm getting knee replacement surgery in October, so I'll have to wait.
You're probably better than me still.
Hey, John, you grew up in this area, right? You're from the area. We went through some lean years with the sports teams. But like Ashton Sullivan, who was just here, I mean, in the last 5 or 6 years, this city's seen winners. It's changed a lot, the whole dynamic.
Well, it's funny when you talk to some teenagers, and they're like, wow, the Eagles are 2-time Super Bowl champions in like 7 years. And I'm like, well, when I grew up, we didn't exactly look at ourselves as champions in the city of brotherly love. So I think it is awesome that the Eagles have won their first Super Bowl 7 years ago and then won a second, so they've solidified themselves as one of the best in the NFL, one of the best franchises. We got to get these other teams going, though. The Sixers not having a title since 1983.
Sixers, Flyers, 74, 75.
I didn't even want to go there.
49 years.
Wasn't even alive. So we got to get some of these other teams going, because you watch Florida on TV. 4 of the last 6 Stanley Cups are in Florida. The city of Florida has the Miami Heat 3 titles. The Marlins have won 2, the same amount as the Phillies. Phillies have to win one. They have to win one with this group.
Well, I don't know. That might be it. We got to bet.
We got to get hot.
If the Phillies win the World Series this year, we have to shave our heads.
I hopefully will see you next year here with domes, with shaved heads. I'm counting on it. I'm counting on it right here.
Hey, John, tell me one thing that that you really love about covering the Philadelphia sports scene?
What I love about covering Philadelphia sports, and I grew up in Delco. I went to Temple. My first job was in Atlantic City at Channel 40, NBC 40. And then I went to Florida for 2 years to work there. And people are not into it down there. They will jump on board when there's a good team.
Right.
But every weekend when the Dolphins are playing, they can go out on their boat. They can go out in the water. They can go to the beach.
Everybody's from somewhere else.
Everyone's, So in Philadelphia, it is a religion.
Yeah.
It is what identifies us in a lot of ways, our sport. So I love the fact that during Eagles weeks, it's a build-up all week, and then you see the RVs on Sunday morning, 4 a.m., 5 a.m., flags, and they're waiting outside to get in the parking lot. And it is a religion. It's like going to church on Sundays. You have the Eagles. So that's what I love about Philadelphia sports is how much we identify with it. And you can tell the mood changes on Mondays after the Eagles lose. In Wawa, people aren't saying hello as much. So it is the most passionate sports city I've ever experienced in my life. And I love it. It's my hometown, so I'm so proud to be from
Yeah, after they lose, they say a lot of four-letter words we can't say on the radio.
Exactly.
I have Tommy Green on every Sunday. We have a segment called On the Mound with Tommy Green, brought to you by Blitz's Market. Every Sunday, John, he says, Billy, get off the ledge, because I'm getting ready to jump. We did a show at the Steel Pier in Atlantic City. We were right on the edge. He said I was going to jump into the ocean. But, it's a long season. Baseball's a long season, and anything can happen.
I know. Look, and the Phillies are going to be a streaky team because of their lineup. So we have to kind of live with this, that you're going to have runs where they beat the Mets. They've beaten all the first-place teams except for the Astros. They've beaten the Dodgers. They've beaten the Mets. They've beaten the Cubs. But you're going to have streaks like this where good pitching takes over that lineup. So I think this is something you have to live with, and you got to brace yourself. Like there's going to be series, there's going to be little stretches where they don't score at all, and then, boom, you go to Atlanta, and then they score 13 runs.
We're talking about John Clark from NBC Sports Philadelphia. John, I've always wanted to ask you, because you've been doing this so long, you have created an art form to catching these guys and getting so many great conversations, interviews out of them. Is there like a moment or a conversation that stands out to you over the years that you're like?
Let me interject this too. I think because they trust you, John. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
I get the sense of that the players trust you. That they.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. You try to build relationships in this business, and I'm not out to get anybody.
Right.
I think everybody's trying their best. They're doing their best. And maybe there's a couple that don't. But, I try to be very fair. I'm not going to go after people as much as some other people. But I do remember when A.J. Brown was arriving into town after being traded to the Eagles.
Yeah.
And I was able to meet him at the airport, and we got a quick interview. And I just remember him being so excited about coming to Philadelphia. And that's where he said, I get to play with my best friend, Jalen Hurts. And it's like, I could tell like how excited he was to leave Tennessee and come to Philadelphia and play for an organization like the Eagles. And look what happened.
Yep. John, thank you so much for stopping by. We really appreciate you,
I look forward to
appreciate
seeing your bald heads next year. Shaved heads next year. Let's do it.
I hope so.
There he is, John Clark from NBC Sports Philadelphia. I want to remind people, hey, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. We'll tell you about McCann Appraisers. For all your real estate appraisal needs, call John A. McCann and Associates, 609-263-7422. Whether for commercial or residential properties, for estate, tax, financial planning, divorce financing, and more, the professionals at John A. McCann and Associates are licensed and ready to assist you. Give them a call anytime, 609-263-7422. When we return, we'll continue with more here as we broadcast live from Seattle City for the Connor Barwin Make the World Better Pickleball Tournament right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Coming up on the next edition of the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. Coming up on Monday's show, we'll look back at the Phillies weekend down in Atlanta against the Braves. We'll start to look ahead to Sixers free agency, plus all the Eagles news you need during football at 4. We got all that and more. It's all coming up on a great Monday show here on the Sports Bash.
The Sports Bash, weekdays from 2 to 6 p.m. on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hi there, this is the Negadelphian from the locker room, and I might be negative about our Philly sports teams, but one thing I'm positive about is Elisa's shoes. Are you looking for the perfect pair of shoes? Then step into Elisa's shoe store on Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey, where style meets comfort. From trendy sandals or everyday sneakers or an elegant heels for a night out, they've got it all. Their friendly team is there to help you find the perfect fit, no matter what the occasion. That's Elisa's Shoes at Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey. Go to elisashoes.com or call 609-391-8859. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Servicing Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical. They're number one.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Lowe's knows July 4th savings are worth celebrating. Right now, get up to 40% off select major appliances and get an additional 10% off 2 or more select major appliances. Plus, get 3 Scott's Naturescapes 1.5 cubic foot mulch bags for just $10. These deals are coming in hot. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 7/9. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Town Square Media has teamed up with Seize the Deal for incredible offers from some fantastic local restaurants. Get these great deals today. Get a $50 gift card for just $25 at the Ravioli House or Tennessee Avenue Beer Hall. Get these great deals right now at seizethedeal.com. Don't wait any longer. Chances are these deals will sell quickly. For more info on these great deals, go to seizethedeal.com.
SeizeTheDeal.com. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from Sea Isle City as we broadcast live from the Connor Barwin Make the World Better Pickleball Tournament. Josh, boy, there are a lot of people floating around here now.
Let me tell you, Bill, I told you you'd see some random people today.
And we are.
And you know what? I did not expect that 2 of those random people would just be NBC Sports Philadelphia's Ashley Sullivan and John Clark.
And John Clark. Was great to hear from them.
We already knew your next guest was coming on, but, it was cool to have them on the show.
All right, we want to thank our sponsors to make this possible. Manco and Manco Pizza on the boardwalk in Ocean City. The first and last name of pizza. By the way, Josh, you get Manco at the Citizens Bank Park.
I've heard about that.
It's great. And then, of course, Bob's Grill. World-famous Bob's Grill on the Ocean City Boardwalk. They've been serving breakfast and lunch for decades. And by McCann Realtors of Sea City and, of course, Shriver's Saltwater Tappies.
And don't forget, we got the tent over us today here in Sea City. Thanks to Sea Isle Spiked Iced Tea. Listen, it's more than just a great bottle. It's gluten-free. No bubbles, so you're not choking you on your drink when you're drinking it. No artificial sweeteners, real tea leaves, and only 5% alcohol by volume. We want to thank Sea Isle Spiked Iced Tea for our tent over us today.
All right, now throughout the summer we do the Beach Patrol Report. We usually start Memorial Weekend, and then we continue till the South Jersey Lifeguard Championship, which is going to be held, I think, August 9th this year. So let's go to the Beach Patrol Report, brought to you by McCann Realtors of Sea Isle City, 4111 Landis Avenue in Sea Isle. For rental and sales, call 609-263-7422 or go online at McCannRealtors.com, where you can also keep up with all the South Jersey Lifeguard news and racing schedules. And by the OCBB Lifeguard Alumni Association. This summer, they're honoring all lifeguards with 25 years or more service in Ocean City, reminding you to be safe and swim near a guard. Now it's time for me to welcome in another great guest, a former captain of the Sea Isle City Beach Patrol, Tom McCann.
Hey, Billy, thanks for having me.
Good morning, Tom McCann. Good to see you.
Good to see you, too. Thank you.
Tom, I love you and your brother do so much for your community. You also keep the Beach Patrol Report going strong because I don't have to tell you, it's very important what we're doing, talking about the patrols and what they do. Right. They protect lives.
Right.
It's a great.
It's in our blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're dedicated to lifeguarding.
Now, Tommy, you wrote a book. You wrote a book called The Guards.
Right.
And you wrote this book. Why did you pick that title?
Well, because
I got the book right here. Hold on for a second, Tommy. On the StreamYard, if you go to our X platform or we're broadcasting live or the YouTube channel, I'm holding the book up right now, The Guards. Talk to us about that, Tommy.
The book is dedicated to the guards. Anybody in the past, the present, or the future, that title covers it because we're all the guards.
No, Tom, this is your third book?
This is my third book. The first two books I wrote was about the Beach Patrol that I started on, and I love dearly, Sea Isle City Beach Patrol. So I did one, and then I got so much good feedback from one of my buddies in 2001. In 2010, I did volume 2 of Lifeguard in Sea Isle City since 1882.
How do you get this book, Tom?
Okay, you can get this book right there on
theguardsbook.com.
That's it.
Theguardsbook.com.
Right. That's it.
So when we talk to a lot of either chiefs or captains before the actual races start,
right?
And we get to ask them about their particular beach, their city that they're working in, and then we also talk about the racing,
right?
What their prognostication is for their future rowers. But this week we're going to talk at the bottom of the hour. We're going to talk with David Funk. He's a legendary rower here in South Jersey.
Oh yeah, he's
from Ventnor.
Yeah, he's legendary, all right. He's probably one of the best of all time.
Yeah, well, you know the Funk family, right?
Yeah, they're all stud athletes, really. I rode against his father all my life.
Did you? Yeah.
Never got my boat in front of his.
So, how is the safety record in South Jersey as far as like protecting the beachgoers?
Well, before I say anything, knock on wood.
Yeah.
Knock on wood, and you know that as a guard. But knock on wood, if you look at the safety record from Brigantine to Cape May Point, which includes 15 beach patrols, we've gone through, not just summers, decades of no drowning on any of those 15 beaches. And that's why I included in my book all the beach patrols from Brigantine to Cape May Point. I dissected each beach patrol. But at the end of the day, it's safety.
Right.
And if you have safe water at the end of the day, that's all you can ask for.
That's what you want. That's what you're trying to achieve.
Right.
Now, for years, the guards were called lifesavers.
Right.
Now they're called lifeguards. Why is that?
Okay, well, if you look at my book, I did a thing on the whistle. And it came down to the smallest piece of equipment that we have. Boats, surfboards, and everything.
Right.
It's the whistle. Before this all started, lifesavers were people just responding to someone in trouble. And the lifeguarding whistle and the guards using the whistle got people out of bad areas, prevented them from going in the water. Back in the day, they used to shout from the stand or they used to ring a bell. It didn't work.
Right.
When the whistle came in around the mid-1930s, it changed the whole dynamic.
When did the guards start? Like, when was the first patrol?
It was 1891, Atlantic City Beach Patrol.
1891?
Yep, 1891.
Tom McCann wrote a book called The Guards. You want to get it, theguardsbook.com. Now, there's a lot of different equipment that guards use.
Right.
What's the difference in the boats? Like, there's surf boats. surfboards.
Yeah.
You got the Van Dyne. I know they
Van
rode
Dyne,
the Van Dyne.
Well, so you're saying what's the argument?
Yeah.
The argument is there is no argument because every piece of equipment's good.
Right.
Right. And so when I was captain of Sea Isle in 1978, I had a lot of good paddlers.
Right.
So I sent those guys up to the competition in North Jersey. They were the fastest paddlers in the state.
Is that right?
Yeah, first place. They beat everybody in the state. And they were surfboards. Hey, Cap, we're good paddlers. So what I did was I went out and bought 18 surfboards.
Okay.
Made by Heritage.
You started that then.
Well, I can't take credit. Ocean City started it
Well,
way back, and Longport had boards. I might be the first one that bought one for every stand. Okay, I may have done that, but I got to give credit to the Carey brothers from Ocean City. But what happened was, I also had great rowers. So I said, listen, I'm not going to take equipment away. I'm just adding surfboards to the equipment line.
Right.
So it's a boat, and many my beaches had boat and board. Some beaches just board if I had good paddlers there, because it didn't make any difference to me.
Well, you got to get to the victim as soon as possible,
right.
as fast as
so
possible.
You get them up, and then you bring the boat in. But in my opinion, and my brother John's opinion, when we were running Wildwood, you can't have enough rescue equipment out there.
Right.
The more you have, the better. There's no such thing as bad equipment.
Right.
A surfboard, jet ski, just a torpedo, it's all good stuff.
We're talking with Tom McCann, former captain of the Sea City Beach Patrol. Of course, he wrote a book called theguardsbook.com. You can go online and order it there. Tom, this could be a little controversial.
Yeah.
But the three big races, the Dutch Hoffmans, the Margate Memorials, and the South Jersey Lifeguard Champions, and we will be broadcasting. We'll be broadcasting those races live, starting the 25th of July. But some beach patrols have extra races, extra competitions, using a paddleboard or using like the run and the swim together. But those three races just stick with the three.
Yeah, actually,
Wildwood actually does a couple more.
Yeah, they do, and they've changed it several times. The lineup, so to speak, what events are in there. But the main two, the big three, are the Dutch Hoffmans, Margate Memorials, and the South Jerseys. The South Jerseys is the oldest. It's the oldest, one of the oldest boat races in the United States, if not the oldest.
We're broadcasting live from Sea Isle for the Connor Barwin Make the World Better Pickleball Tournament. Josh, man, this place is picking up, man.
It's a great crowd.
It's absolutely wild.
Yeah,
lot of energy here.
Tom, on the other side, we're going to continue with our Beach Patrol report, and we're going to talk with the captain of the Ventnor City Beach Patrol, David Funk. So stick around for that.
Okay.
For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors is named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com. Give them a call at 609-927-2921. Now, I want to tell you about La Scala's Beach House. For all your, you want to get down to La Scala's, it opened 2 summers ago to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian, American, and seafood favorites, just like your grandmom used to make. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, and their you eat it in or take out at La Scala's, located at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. When we return, we'll continue here with more here in the Locker with Billy Schwein as we broadcast live from Sea Isle City for the Connor Barwin Make the World Better Pickleball Tournament right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
The Point is your destination for a tropical oasis at the Jersey Shore. Now with 3 locations on the bay in Summers Point, at 43rd off the boardwalk in Sea Isle City, and our newest location right in the heart of Wildwood on Ocean Ave. The Point has the best food and drink specials with their famous Tiki Bar, plus The Point features live music at all 3 locations 7 days a week and is always family friendly. For more information, check out The Point on Facebook and visit them at dothepoint.com.
Do you want to get in shape and feel great and look better on the beach? At Local Gym and Fitness, located at 908 Asbury Avenue, you can accomplish your goal. 4 local guys with a passion and experience in fitness wanted to open a gym that delivers a quality, hospitable, clean, and friendly environment. Don't be intimidated. Be a local. Local Gym has the best equipment around, with 4 fully loaded Olympic and CrossFit platforms, Jacob's ladders, Stairmasters, bikes, and ergs. Local Gym and Fitness provides quality trainers to lend their expertise with all your training needs. They're open 7 days a week. Memberships are affordable, so be a local at Local Gym and Fitness. Call them today at 609-545-8732 or go online at localgymandfitness.com. I'll see you there.
Hi, I'm Dave, branch manager with Viking Pest Control. From answering your kitchen to mosquitoes in your yard or termites threatening your home, Viking has customized solutions for you. Trust our local experts to handle the pests so you can have peace of mind. Learn more at vikingpest.com.
Shop 4th of July savings at the Home Depot right now and get up to 40% off, plus up to an extra $600 off select appliances with free delivery, like Samsung. From all-in-one washer dryers to smart refrigerators, upgrade to tech you can trust with Samsung appliances. The Home Depot has what you need to simplify your routine. Don't miss 4th of July appliance savings at the Home Depot. Free delivery on appliance purchases of $396 or more. Offer valid June 18th through July 9th. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
South Jersey is famous for its family attractions. Gateway 26, the largest merchandise casino and arcade on the Wildwood Boardwalk. Come play at Gateway 26, 26th Street and Boardwalk in Wildwood, where the fun never stops and the prizes are waiting. And check out the range, Route 9 in Claremont, just outside Sea Isle. Bring the family for mini golf, driving range, batting cages, trading card store, ice cream, and an arcade. Visit seizethedeal.com for incredible savings on these family entertainment deals.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from Sea Isle City for Connor Barwin's Make the World Better Pickleball Tournament right here in Sea Isle City, right at the base of the bridge when you come in on JFK Boulevard, is that? Right. And we're here with Tom McCann, former captain of the Sea Isle City Beach Patrol. Of course, Josh Hennig right here. And stay tuned for the Hanging with Hennig, and that'll be immediately following my broadcast here from 12 to 3. And we'll continue with our Beach Patrol report brought to you by McCann Realtors of Sea Isle City and the OCBP Lifeguard Alumni Association. Now it's time to go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room. He's a captain of the Ventnor City Beach Patrol, the one and only David Funk. Good morning, David Funk. All right, we're here in Sea Isle City. We've got Tommy McCann. Of course, I don't need no introductions necessary for you with the McCann brothers, but we're over here in Sea Isle, and we're continuing with the Beach Patrol report. And David, you're in Ventnor City, and tell us, our listeners, some of the particulars, like how many stands are open in Ventnor, how many guards do you have watching your bathers there? Hey, Dave, each and every year we talk about the guards, the racing and the competitors and the competition, but we all know, and Tommy can attest to this, it's all about keeping the bathers safe. And you guys at Ventnor do a great job with that. it's funny. The racing season starts, I think, July 11th in earnest. Where when you get to July 11th, every Friday up until the South Jersey Lifeguard Championships, there's always great competitions up and down the South Jersey shore. But one thing I like, well, I shouldn't say I don't like about it. At the end of the year, when you get to the galleys, because the galleys are always in Ventnor.
Right.
I'm always at the end of the race. I'm always interviewing people in the dark.
Yeah, it's a great race.
Yeah.
The Galleys, and it's the one race that really shows rescues in play, and it's probably the most practical race in South Jersey race circuit.
Yeah, Dave, explain it to our listeners. I mean, you guys in these races, you made it so where you have like the rowers and the swimmers have to go out and pick up a dummy and bring it in and secure it.
Okay, everybody, thank you so much for coming out. I know we see a lot of familiar faces here. This is the 2025 Make the World Better Pickleball Tournament. Just give a round of applause for that concept in general. All right, excited to have so many people here, so many wonderful individuals and companies that have supported what we do at MTWB for many years. And if you're new to the family, thank you. Please introduce yourself. I am Jeff Grandel, Executive
Yeah.
Co-founders Jeff Tubbs and Connor Barr.
Yeah, right.
To their right, we have Vince D'Ambrosio, the owner of Castle and Associates.
We're talking with legendary racer, captain of the Ventnor City Beach Patrol, David Funk. And Dave, I know the last couple of years you've had a few injuries because you usually represent Ventnor in the singles. How you feeling this year?
Jeff real quick to say a little bit about the organization. Thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you. Thanks everyone for coming. These fundraisers are not only...
I got former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Klemic here. He said he knows the Funk family rather well.
Dave, what's up, brother? I would just like to speak on the behalf of the legends of the Funk family. So not only did they are just phenomenal athletes. Like they have to be able to row and stuff like that. They were built, their shoulders were so wide, it took them the two of them stood in the hallway together, they took up the entire hallway. Freak athletes. And then Ashton, it could dunk a basketball like an NBA guy. Dude, you guys are unbelievable athletes, great people, phenomenal people. Dude, they look like Beach Boys.
Yeah, they do. They're stereotypical Beach Boys.
They're perfect for the job. They should write a book about them. You know what I mean?
He's chief now.
Yeah, he's chief now. Listen, Dave, I got to tell you, and I don't know if you remember this, Tom, one of the best races I've ever seen, I think it was the Margate Memorials, where Ashton Funk was like 4 or 5 boat lengths back, and he catches an outer swell, gets up on the stern sheet, and that's basically standing on the stern sheet, caught the outer break to the inner break, and blew right by like 6 boats to win the thing. And when we got to the surf, all the guards from the Margate City Beach Patrol picked him up in the boat and carried off with his arms extended in the air. It was one of the most, I get chills talking about it.
Yeah, it was dramatic, very dramatic.
Dave, who's the best athlete out of
here? Depends on King Neptune, right?
So growing up in Summers Point, we would come down Franklin Street lived on, or Franklin Boulevard, and they'd have this basketball court out front, and you would see you see 5 white boys dunking the ball in his yard, and you're like, it's me, his brothers, my brother, couple, Tim Watson would come over, and you just see people dunking the basketball in there. But remember, I'll never forget that. Had great times with you and your family, bro. Love you, man.
Very nice. Nice.
And David Funk, your brother Andrew, he's one of the owners of Surfer Supplies at Ocean City.
Yeah, he's still around the water. You can see that. Yeah.
A lot of the events we do try to do that same thing. So today, I really try. This is an incredible group of people.
Yep.
If you don't know somebody, introduce yourself. Get to know them. I think it's what makes these events special and what makes it hard to try
Hey, Dave, listen, man, we really appreciate you taking time out of your day that you're working on the beach. Thank you so much for coming on and being a part of the Beach Patrol Report. Good luck the rest of this racing season.
Thanks, Dave.
The door is wide open for a new champ this year. Excited again. Have fun. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to hand it over to Ben.
True.
Jesse,
It's true.
was really the brainchild.
Yeah, you got it.
All right, there he is, David Funk. Now he's the chief of the
Beach Patrol.
Ventnor City Beach Patrol.
Stan's still there, but he's there also there.
Okay, he was on the Tom's River Volkswagen Sports Highlight. And Tommy, we want to thank you for taking time out and spending a little bit of time with us here.
It's always good to see you, Billy.
This is Seattle's your neck of the woods, man.
Love this place. Love Seattle.
I want to thank you and your brother. You do so much for the Beach Patrol Report. Without you guys, I couldn't do it.
That's my brother John. Yeah,
Well,
he really.
You're part of it too.
But he puts a lot of time and effort, and we're really dedicated to lifeguarding. We don't care where we're lifeguarding.
Right.
We're just lifeguarding.
And once again, you can get the book at Lifeguard. Give us to us again, please, because I lost my paper.
Theguardsbook.
Theguardsbook.com. Tommy?
Okay,
Thank
brother.
you so much, brother. I appreciate it.
Tell your brother I said hi.
All right, I will. Hey, that's the Beach Patrol Report brought to you
Okay,
by
nice to meet you.
McCann
Nice to
Realtors
meet
of
you.
Seattle City, 4111 Landis Avenue in Seattle. For rental and sales, call 609-263-7422 or go online to McCannRealtors.com where you can keep up with all the South Jersey Lifeguard news and racing schedules and by the OCBP Lifeguard Alumni Association. This summer, honoring all lifeguards with 25 or more years of service in Ocean City, reminding you to be safe and swim near a guard. For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. So just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. Were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. When we return, we will wrap it up. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Dave Klemic, P.J. Corda, Mr. Negadelphia, Josh Hennig, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman.
If a person is on a date, is it proper protocol that if one person gets their food first, they have to wait for the other?
Yes.
I tend
because
to
if
agree.
you're on a date, you're trying to make a good impression. You don't want it to be that you're selfish and you're not considerate of the other person. Because that's what you're doing if you eat before their food gets there.
Wake up weekday mornings with Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman on 97.3 ESPN.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Klemic. Are you looking for the ultimate spot to go catch the big game? Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township is your home for great food, cold drinks, and non-stop sports action. Whether it's an NFL, MLB, NBA, or NHL game, they've got all the action on their big screen TVs plus one in every booth. Sink your teeth into their famous wings, juicy burgers, thin crust pizza, and signature stromboli. Thirsty? They've got ice cold beers on tap and handcrafted cocktails that keep you refreshed. So bring your crew, grab a seat, and feel the energy at Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township. It's where sports fans go to win. Tell them Dave Klemic sent you.
Hi, this is Billy Schwein from The Locker Room. Pro Image Sports is proud to announce the opening of their brand new Ocean City Boardwalk store, located between 8th and 9th Street. They carry a huge selection of men's, women's, and kids' jerseys, clothing, headwear, and novelties from brands like Nike, New Era, Mitchell & Ness, and 47 brand. If you're looking for Phillies, Eagles, Flyers, or Sixers gear, or your favorite national team, Pro Image Sports has it all. For more information, stop by today or follow them online at fantreasures.com or on Instagram at ProImageOC. Tell them the Locker Room sent you.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Level up your summer projects with 4th of July savings on top brand cordless power tools from the Home Depot. Whether you're working on a fence, a planter box, or a new workbench, get the power and runtime you need with the Ryobi One Plus 18-volt 2 toolkit from the Home Depot for only $99, was $139. Get 4th of July savings on the cordless power you need to make summer projects easier than ever, right now at the Home Depot.
It's the construction reduction sales event all month long at Matt Black Kia. Right now, put 0 down with 1.9% APR for 60 months on every new 2025 Kia Sportage or Sorento in stock. Plus, we want your trade, any make, any model, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. We'll even lower your current car payment or give you 2 years of free maintenance on any new Kia. That's lower payments, more peace of mind, and free maintenance at MattBlackKia.com. It's gotta be a Matt Black Kia. Call 215-703-8526 for details.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live in Sea Isle City for the Connor Barwin to Make the World Better Pickleball Tournament. And boy, are there a lot of people here, you guys. Dave Klemic's back with me, Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, and of course Josh Hennig. And we're having a great time. Of course, we want to thank our sponsors, Bob's Grill in Ocean City, serving breakfast and lunch for decades, number one place to go. Manco and Manco Pizza, the first and last name of pizza since 1956. McCann Realtors of Sea Isle City, and Shriver's on the Boardwalk, best saltwater taffy around.
And don't forget, the tent is up above us thanks to Sea Isle Spiked Iced Tea, made with real tea leaves, no artificial sweetener, absolutely no bubbles, so no choking when you're drinking your drink. Gluten-free and only 5% alcohol by volume. Flavors of original peach, raspberry, and lemonade. So thank you to Sea Isle Spiked Iced Tea for the tent above us, Bill.
Okay, and we got a few minutes left in my show, and then, of course, we'll turn it over to Josh Hennig, hanging with Hennig from 12 to 3. And I'm sure, Josh, you'll be talking with several current and former players throughout the day.
Yeah, I know we have Connor Barwin. He's going to swing through here in the 12 o'clock. But we also got other sports stuff to talk about. You know, I got Dave and PJ. They've agreed to come and hang out for that show as well.
That's why it's called Hanging with Hennig.
Everybody's coming to hang out, man. Also, we're going to talk some Flyers in the 2 o'clock hour. Kevin Durso, our Flyers insider from 97.3 ESPN.com. He's going to join us at 2:25 on the Pickleball. It's going to be fast and furious across the street. And then at 1:25, we're expecting to hear from NBA insider Scoopy Robinson. He'll be joining us. So while the fast and furious competition is across the street and PJ will be making fun of everybody and Dave Klemic will be critiquing everybody's athleticism, we'll be still sitting here on 97.3 hanging with you on ESPN.
I was just trying to critique Connor Barwin. Me and PJ got to walk up to him, and he still looks like he could play right now.
Yeah, he does.
Holy moly.
He's cut.
And he looks like one of those people that I hate to play against with the long arms, the long levers. Those are the guys I hate. I used to love playing against guys that were really short, stocky, muscular.
Me. He's talking about me, basically.
And those guys that look like Connor, who are just all arms, they have range. It's like a fighter that has super long arms. They can touch you, you can't touch them. It's not a fair fight. Connor, you know what? Neat thing about Connor is, and I love him for this, went to Cincinnati, right? I think he was a third-round draft pick, but he was a 4.45, 4.47.
He ran a 4.45?
At that size. 40-inch vertical leap, 11-foot broad jump. Freak athlete.
And people forget that, and Billy and PJ, you'll remember this, maybe Dave, you will as well. The Billy Davis defense did a lot of guys no favors. And they had to bring in Connor Barwin because nobody knew how to run the defense. Right. So he was the only guy for a while that were excelling in the defense because Billy Davis and Chip Kelly were such imbeciles that they put everybody in such a bad position.
Tell us how you really feel, Josh.
I agree with you, Josh.
Hey, guys, let me tell you about Good Vibe Rides. A new rage is sweeping the Jersey Shore. Cruise around town in style. No gas, no stress, just pure fun. Catch the good vibes. It's Good Vibe Rides golf carts. Go to Good Vibe Rides golf carts or goodvibesrides.com. Pick your cart. Choose it, what color you like, and they'll deliver it right to you. Or give them a call at 732-440-1111.
I need to see Billy riding around.
I love it, man. I buzz all around town. No gas. I don't have to pay for gas.
Love it.
Of course, you got to charge it up. Hey, tomorrow on the program, speaking of talking Flyers hockey, I'm going to have the Chief Executive Officer, the Comcast Spectacor, the governor of the Philadelphia Flyers, Dan Hilferty, will be joining us.
Billy, sounds like you're pretty happy with this draft.
Yeah, I think I am. We were pretty happy last night. How about the crowd reaction, PJ?
Well, first off, I loved when they celebrated. I also, in Philly fashion, I liked when another team picked, we would boo them, even though they weren't there. Like, we're the only ones in there.
Hey, you know, that's funny because you're right, you didn't hear any boos. Yeah. Remember when Donovan McNabb was drafted by the Eagles? I mean, people are booing left and right.
Well, they wanted Ricky Williams.
Yeah.
And rightfully so, we booed for McNabb.
You would have felt right at home at that draft party.
Yeah, I would have been great there, trust me. Yeah.
So, the Philadelphia Flyers, I'm really excited about their future, and I think they're heading in the right direction with the hiring of Rick Tocchet. Mr. Negadelphia, people used to give this pick a lot of hard time because he's going back to the well, a former Flyer, same MO, but I think Tocchett's different in the fact that players are going to want to come here and play for him.
Yeah, and he's already proven himself as a coach elsewhere. It's not like
Stanley Cups.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like he is coming here as his first time being involved in that atmosphere.
Right.
Like, he's proven himself already, and
he knows how to win.
And I can tell you this: Philly loves Tocchet. They're glad to have him here. I think he's going to be a good inspiration for the team for sure.
How about Brandon Graham, Dave?
Oh yeah,
who made the second pick? He announced it, and when Brandon Graham's face popped up on the screen,
that was
Dave,
nuts.
The whole place went nuts.
Ballistic.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. You know what?
Two Super Bowl rings.
When I was in Kansas City, we had the Royals would give we would go up in the box that they gave to us. They would say any of the Chiefs can come up in this box, and after the game we would kind of vibe with those guys, hang out with them.
Right.
I love when the professional athletes of the city get along with each other. It just brings everybody up.
Yeah, I like that too.
Awesome.
I mean, it's funny because we were talking to Ashlyn Sullivan, who came in from Jacksonville. She's only been here for 3 years, so she's pretty much been around a more pleasant Philadelphia. Mr. Negadelphia, listen, the reason why your segment's so popular is because there's a little Negadelphia in everybody.
Well, John Clark mentioned
Right?
that. Remember,
Absolutely.
John Clark was he was sitting with us, and he said, "Hey, these young kids don't understand what we grew up with."
Yes.
There was an era where going to an Eagles game was more about the community. That you knew the team was going to lose, but you just went because your buddies, your family, or something was going.
When I popped up, when I had to make a decision, I did get a free agency contract from the Eagles, right? And I'm sitting there on my draft day. I was crying because I didn't get drafted, right? And I was hurt still, but they go,
like
you
Shakur
want to go to
Sanders?
so I had to go pick between St. Louis, Chiefs, Eagles, right? And I go, well, who's left? And then my pop-up was like, do not go to the Eagles. If you do not go there. First of all, you go with Vermeil. He's a man of his word. But, don't go to the Eagles. They'll boo you out of the stadium. They'll just boo you straight out of the stadium.
Yeah, but you know what, PJ and Josh, I got to tell you, every athlete that I've spoken to, they were interviewed on my show, the ones that I've talked to, they like that type of atmosphere because they're held to account.
Well, once you get that other side of it, when you do something good and you get the Philly fans behind you, it's great to feel that momentum behind.
Yeah.
We're very, we're supportive of our guys when they're doing good, and we also let them know when they're not.
But I think real players respect that.
They want that.
Right?
They want that. Yes, absolutely.
I mean, if you're a competitor and you know that you're stinking,
use it as fuel.
You use it exactly
to get yourself better. Absolutely.
Yeah, I guess that's better than just seen an empty stadium. You know what I mean?
Just not showing. That's what other
you're
stadiums.
I couldn't play baseball in Miami. Nobody goes to the games.
Yeah.
Now it's brutal, and even when they have a good team, it doesn't matter because they don't have that local presence that everybody supports. You have to have. It's a community thing here.
Yeah, that's funny that you said that. You're like, there's a little bit of Negadelphia in everyone.
Oh yeah,
and I think there's a lot of Negadelphia in you.
But wait a minute, but Dave, people resonate with him with that because for many years we were a city of losers.
Yep. I think
not anymore, PJ.
That's right. We're winners now, man.
Now
Yeah.
it's the Cowboys.
Now he's
Tell
got
your
us wearing,
dad.
he's got us wearing Jalen Hurts jerseys.
I
Yeah.
know. My favorite shirt is "My Boo Because We Care."
Yeah,
And that is, it's a true Philly
And that's
statement,
true.
you know. Yeah.
And I've heard so many people come up to me and say, I love that Negadelphia guy. He's real. He's real.
Yeah, he's
That's
real.
what the real fans
Oh,
like.
no,
right
he's
there.
real.
He's
I can
real.
confirm he's real.
It's a real guy. Oh, gosh.
He was real fun last night.
Listen, I know that someday in the future the fake Billy Schwein will be calling him into the locker room, but I can confirm Mr. Negadelphia is as real as it gets.
That's right, gentlemen. That's right.
Well, I've seen him lose his mind at the television screen, at games.
Well, when we were in La Scala.
Yes, I was going to bring that up.
He was calling for Pickett to come in.
And then I kept saying he's going to throw an interception.
And he goes, hurts.
And then he threw an interception. And then there's
McKee.
Yeah, he said, like, who's the backup? Who's the backup for Pickett?
Get somebody else in there.
Why is Philadelphia always for the second, third string quarterback?
Because the second and third string is closer to us.
That's right. That's
you
right.
know, we look at ourselves and say, I can do that. I can do that
good
guy's
point.
job.
That's
about
probably the
that.
best point you ever made.
And
You're
we've
right.
ever-
It's like the underdog. You want to be the, and also, I think now we particularly like that because we won a Super Bowl with an
Nick
underdog.
Foles. That's
With
right.
Nick Foles.
Yes, and I think
And of
that
course,
made
Nicky
it. Yep.
Earnshaw back at the studio, he wants to retire his number, right, Nick?
I respect Nick's opinion on a lot of things. He's a
he's wrong
very
on this.
intelligent guy. On this opinion, I think he's just kind of trolling everyone. Trolling.
It's going to be weird when we
He's
have
got the
7 or 8
statue.
Super Bowls, you know.
Stay steadfast, Nick, but I don't think it'll happen.
It's going to be tough.
He's got a statue out front of the Lincoln Financial
That's enough.
Field.
I think he deserves that at the very least. Yeah.
So speaking of statues, like I said, I'm going to have Dan Hilferty on tomorrow. I'm going to ask him about the Kate Smith statue.
But they don't even know where it's
The
at.
Flyers they've gone since they moved that statue. The record's like they got a losing
That's
record.
not why they have a losing record.
Well,
That's just ridiculous.
you don't believe in jinx,
Well-
Josh?
No,
Do you believe in ghosts?
No.
I mean,
No, this is not. Listen, we do not have the radio time or the radio platform to have a conversation with the spiritual elements and forces that are involved in the world around us.
I got to shake him up.
No, he's got this pretty good. I pray with him on Wednesdays, and I tell you what, one thing that I broke me in my superstitions
Right.
was going to a Bible study, and they're like, if you believe in these superstitions, then do you think that God's not in
If
control?
you
And I said,
believe it-
okay, yeah, I'm done.
Well, let
I'm
me
done
ask
with
you-
superstitions.
Self-fulfilling prophecy.
As a former athlete, you're not superstitious.
I used to be until I said that was against my faith.
Because I
And
know
said, well, I'm
baseball
not doing
players,
that.
like you go on a hot streak, you're using the same bat, or
Yes.
putting the same underwear on.
Yeah. They're,
100%.
yeah.
Wow,
Self-fulfilling prophecies, Billy. That's what they are.
That was fun.
Wow, man, that 2 hours been flying by, didn't
That
it?
was fun.
Hey, I want to thank Ashley Sullivan from NBC Sports Philadelphia for stopping by. John Clark from NBC Sports Philadelphia. I want to thank Dave Funk, Tommy McCann, Dave Klemic, as always, I appreciate you. Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, Josh Hennig. Stay tuned for Josh Hennig, Hanging with Hennig, 12 to 3. And I'll be back at you tomorrow from 10 to 12 with the Chief Executive Officer, Dan Hilferty, with me tomorrow in the locker room at 11 a.m. Thanks for making the locker room part of your Saturday, because
Nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner.
Stay tuned for Hanging with Hennig right next, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
The preceding program was paid for by The Locker Room with Billy Schwein.
Town Square Media has teamed up with Seize the Deal for